fading into that because for those that don't know, Monique and Daddy had an open relationship until I think about 8 years ago. They decided, let's focus on us because they're at an older age now. They did all they wanted to do. They dipped it low, picked it up slow, did the cucumber challenge, ate the booty like groceries, swimming in the lady pond, baby. They was having fun, okay? FUN, capital, all day, every day. So can we really be mad? Because DL Hughley seems to be in his feelings about Monique as he sat down with the infamous soon-to-be mayor of the city, Jason Lee.
City council, or could be, yeah, he gonna be city council. Everything go well.
Yes, but how do y'all feel about it? How do y'all feel about these interviews where DL Hughley practically blamed Monique for his indiscretions? When I watched it with open ears because I heard Monique and Daddy first. And what I got from both videos, they're one and the same. It just so happens DL Hughley is hiding his hand better. But baby, we wouldn't have known about your daughter being Me Too by your friend and you not believing her had you not brought it to us and made a joke about it on your week radio show. We would not have known about your unalived son and how you felt such a sigh of relief that he was gone and how no longer had to hide having a side baby had you not brought it to your week show. So I just feel like he's using Monique as the punching bag because her grown adult son is punched down on her, and it didn't work out for the son because where's he at? What comedy special has he booked? Did y'all take him on tour? DL? All these people who were reveling in Monique being called a horrible mother, blah, 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 after she told us this, did not take the son on anybody's type of tour, no nothing. Didn't give him a platform, and then had the audacity to say, I'm booked, so that's why Cat Williams didn't ask to work with me. Please, be for real. Either one of you gentlemen would like to take it, because I'm a queen amongst kings.
Okay, well, I'll be brief. So, I saw the interview, Wiley, with Jason Lee. And what's going on in Hollywood and throughout the entertainment industry right now is an accountability issue. You know what I mean? Now, the mirror was turned on us for so many years. Now the mirror finally get turned on them, and they can't take the truth. You get what I mean? And so everybody wants to like pass the ball, or so the case, kick the ball down the field or whatever. I don't know what the analogy is, but you know what I mean. At the end of the day, none of these people want to be held accountable for their actions, and they always want to blame someone else. You know what I mean? And that just says a lot to where they are as where they are. You know what I mean? In this whole life thing, man. So I just think that was just real immature of these grown-ups to go to this dude tattletelling basically, or you know what I'm saying? He just mad. What are you mad that your stuff came out for? Like she said, your stuff came out on a public in a public sector on a public syndicated show for everybody in the United States to hear. And then you have the nerve, man, come on, bro. Then you have the nerve to say, well, I shouldn't have never said yes. And I shouldn't have never let her come on. Bro, why would they play the game with her, knowing what kind of relationship we have? It really started with that question, according to DL Hughley. The what was it called? What was that question?
Oh, the joke.
Yeah, the little joke.
Would you rather sleep with a man or sleep
Daniels?
with
Would you rather sleep with Lee Daniels protected or Precious unprotected? You gonna ask? He asked. I guess the answer that would you rather your husband do either one of those? You know what I mean? So it just I think she has some blame with that too, though. So because at the end of the day, that's something DL and them do though. That they play that game on every show, damn near. If you weren't gonna comply to it, why would you come on the show? That's how I feel about that. You know what I mean? If you weren't gonna comply to the question, why would you come on to the show? So, but that's the only gripe I got about that. But at the end of the day, DL needs to hold himself accountable for his actions. Be a man, bro.
And then also, I agree. DL Hughley said, "Did nobody watch her comedy special? I mean, I watched it, but it was boring. Can you remember a joke? I can, because I was at the show, okay, Exhibit A, DL Hughley, because you sit there and you be lying with them shades on, them dookie braids. I was there, front row. I was bigger back then. So when one of the jokes, she's talking about being slow. I was part of the slow class. My mother is illiterate. And Monique got into trouble at school. And they said, Monique is talking bad in class. She's disruptive. And her mother read that note. Nikki, you did so good. I am so proud of you, Nikki. She couldn't read, but she pretended like it was good. It was bad news. Then she talked about the woman with the helmet on her head. And then she got up and she couldn't keep her head in order and all that type of stuff. She talked about being part of the slow class. She thought she was in the regular class, but she was in the slow class. People eating glue up there, playing with each other with dust mite. With the chalkboard. I remember growing up in the slow class that when we would take a test, Marquise, Wiley, come with me. You have to leave. I couldn't take the test. I was too slow. According to the government, I couldn't take the test with the regular kids. So I had to get up, walk, go all the way to a basement to a little room looking like it's a FBI offsite, and you would take your test there. And then he would say, my special ed teacher, you can take all the time you need to take this test. Because I didn't know it then that the government pays the students, the government pays the school give them a stipend for all the slow kids. And you would be there, take the test and stuff like that. You will see people eating glue. You will see people drooling at the mouth. You will see people, what did you say? I'm ignorant. I was in the slow class, but I was still ghetto. And nevertheless, I did it. So it related to me when I heard it, because I saw my life when she was talking. I saw me. I saw me. I remember one time I was slow and I went to summer school because I thought I didn't pass the test. So I'm going to summer school. I got to go to summer school. And they said, you're going to summer school, but I thought the slow people didn't go to summer school. But I said, okay, I'm going to be with my friends, put on my summer school. So I'm sitting down. Marquise, you're not on this list. And the teacher whispered, what is she whispering about? Oh, she about to tell me I'm about to sit up here by her because she think that you in special ed, and according to your IEP, you don't supposed to be in summer school. I'm like, oh, okay. So I went home. So I had the slow privileges. And, being slow, I could pretty much applied to every high school, and I got accepted. And kids is cruel. Yeah, of course you're gonna get accepted. They gotta have a quota for all the slow people. So what? I am kind, I am poor. I'm gonna have a good old time at this school. So I related to Monique jokes because I saw me in those jokes. So for DL and for Jason Lee, respectfully to say y'all didn't enjoy Monique, I enjoyed it. I can go joke. Her being a lesbian, her being funky because she wanted Sydney Day to eat her woman's parts, and it was funky. He said, I'm not gonna eat that. Did you smell that? So he digged his fingers inside her, smell like she said. So I can just remember like the whole thing because she felt like she wanted to get her Nally pad, and she was working on that Percocet all day, sweating and stuff, and she wanted to get her Tupperware, and Daddy, aka Sydney, didn't want to eat it, and he stuck his fingers in and say, "Smell that." Now, he said, "Would you want to eat this?"
Terrible.
So go in there and take a shower. So I can go on and on and on. And this is why, DL, I speak to your shame, sir.
Speak to his shame, Wiley.
Because respectfully, you told your daughter business. We didn't know about your daughter being violated by your best friend and didn't believe it. You said it on your radio show. You should have shut up. Monique wouldn't have had that ammunition if you would have kept your damn mouth closed about your daughter experience. Don't you get on that show saying Monique shouldn't have said that about your daughter. You said it first. Of course you got a service dog. Only reason why Monique mentioned it when she headlined the tour and you backdoored her is because you shared your business. She said it in the set because of what you said. So don't you get mad, sir. You should have came on this show, on Two Man and Lady. You could have went on Couture's show. She could have dropped the link, and I would have dragged you on there because you tell your family business you cheated on your wife, got that stinking heifer pregnant, and the baby died. You told that. You was an unfaithful and adulterer. You are not in a moral position to talk about Monique. And I will close.
Listen, I feel like this. Preach, okay? If that was a sermon, I would have gave my life to Christ right there. But I'm already Christ-like. Look, DL Hughley did the ultimate no-no. He used his family to elevate his status. Thank God he has a loving wife who has her kids say daddy is the best, because he's not the best. All right. I'm so sick and tired of DL Hughley using Monique as the reason his daughter has a piss poor relationship with him. She has a piss poor relationship with you because you chose your best friend. You chose to ignore that pregnant side chick. And when you found out that your son was beaten and then lost his life, not only did you not protect your daughter, you didn't protect your son. What kind of man are you? You're mad because you brought this to the forefront, and Monique, being the comedian she is, dragged you as a man. But you keep trying to say, my family. I take ownership. You have to take ownership, fool, because us content creators saw in real time where you called Monique a liar. We saw in real time where you said she was not the headliner. We saw in real time where you were like, I'm the one who's closing the show and it wasn't funny. And again, you don't have to like Monique. She could be a trash mother. She already said she was a trash mother. She said she was going after the bag. She was chasing the bag. But her indiscretions and her torment and her clearly differences that she has with Tyler Perry, who said she was difficult, never worked with her. Oprah, who interviewed her trash family after Oprah shared her deepest, darkest secrets with her, and Oprah did it for a bag. You don't get to lay claim to how these people treated Monique. Oh, and by the way, we saw the video where Will Packard ignored Monique, and they said they've been smelling gas and all this other stuff, and he said he's the HNIC and whatnot. That's the problem with some of you black folk. All black folk ain't kid folk. Some of them do the bidding of the master. Some of them in Django with Samuel L. Jackson's character. And DL Hughley, that's you. You done did a little too much back and forth with Ann Coulter. You got in front of a real reader and a real dragger, and you can't take it. And you ran to messy Jason Lee because he's the only one who would interview you.
Yeah, because Club Shay
Damn, drop mic.
Yeah, Club Shay would have done it, but DL Hughley didn't want to go behind Monique because he would have did less numbers. Let's be clear. This interview, respectfully, Jason Lee, respectfully, only got 100K. This is nowhere near Monique moment. And I think DL Hughley waited too late to do it. We over it now. We talking about something else now. We ain't talking about Monique now. Her son, he looked like he was in a looked like he have issues. Let's just say that. And he's broke. So let's move on. DL, you're mad because Monique roasted you. Monique called you out, and you're trying to tell the public that my daughter is not really speaking to me because of Monique. That's a lie. Again, sir, with all due respect, work on your issues with your daughter and work on your issues with yourself, because Monique is on her third marriage. It's because she's submissive, yet you got a service dog and you don't have a husband that served you. You had a wife that served you, but you cheated on that wife. You had a wife that served you, but you pumped a baby into another woman, and God took that baby out because your wife been praying and fasting for it. I feel that in the spirit. So you, sir, You need to apologize to your wife and just shut up. And we all know that Jason Lee liked the mess. He's going to be a great politician because politics is all about being about the mess. But I also would say this in my close. Monique is a beautiful comedian. I was at her show. I had better seats than T.S. Madison and her mother in that wheelchair. I had way better seats. Usually people in wheelchair and handicap get front row seats because they had a handicap destination. She couldn't even afford those seats. But I had a better seat. And I love Monique. I feel like Monique is one of the most beautiful comedians ever lived. I love that she was cussing. And DL, with close it, where your special? When the last time you seen a DL Hughley special? Or are you still riding the coattails of Kings of Comedy that been out before the iPhone, when we still had pay phones, when we still had to send letters, when we still had the yellow page books, when we didn't have no Ubers and Lyft, and you had to deal with the cabs. And if they say you was going to the hood, they'll say no. Where's your recent comedy set? Where is DL? My name is DL Hughley. Where you at? You fake conscious creator, you boring radio show personality. I'll speak to your shame. Now, I'm not going to judge you saying you're an unfunny comedian because that wouldn't be right because I never sat at one of your shows. But when you ever come to Dallas and Don, you got extra coins, because I ain't got it like that. I'm check to check. I ain't an entrepreneur. I want to go and I want to see how funny you are. I know you a cheater. So maybe I bring Couture Bay and maybe you give us some free tickets if you can help her backstage. You might as well go to help her get pregnant too, Couture Bay, because he got a bag. You can put him on child support and get a reality show like Sasha K's stepsister.
Hell no. Bring your sister.
Go ahead and get pregnant and you can have a show, a reality show, drag him on the internet like Krishan.
No, that's hustling backwards. Can you imagine getting pregnant by DL Hughley?
I can imagine. It's going to be some
hustling backwards. I'm better off getting pregnant by the assistant who styled Club Shay Shay.
Terrible.
I mean, I love this. I really, really do, because when I sent it to Don, I had woke up from a good nap. I said, Don, wait, is that this time stamp? Because the other crap he talked about was boring.
It was boring. Okay. Oh my God. If Wiley hadn't sent me 52-minute mark, I'm telling you, I was going to cuss Wiley out. Why am I watching this? I was so mad.
Say, man, you was better than me.
I only got 5 minutes in. It was like we was tapped into each other. He said, boom.
Yes.
You gave me the same way. I got the same one. I got it probably at the same time. He probably
right. I said, because I know they're not, because I'm bored. Because first of all, I was in a good sleep and it made me go to sleep. It's almost like you at church, you hear the pastor get up, you good with the singing. Soon when my bishop get up, me and my grandmother, she'll be up in the front and I'm just going to be, I'll be knocked out. I was good when I was out there singing, directing the choir. Soon my uncle would get out, open the book up to Genesis 1:1. I be looking at my grandma.
Not preaching
where my grandma sleep, and then I go to sleep. That's the best sleep ever. Church and after getting it in the bedroom, the two best experience. If you ever got sleep apnea, go to church. You're gonna sleep good. I can guarantee you that now. I'm just saying.
So, Dom, do you feel like when it came to this, you're on Monique's side?
No. I'm definitely I am on Monique's side. Not like at the end of the day, like I said, like DL is showing no accountability for his actions. At the end of the day, he's trying to blame someone else for his indiscretions and the relationship that he does have, that he does or doesn't have with his daughter. And it just why would you come now and say the things? You had all this time to say something and respond. You know what I mean? And then, toward the end, you want to say, I should have never invited. I should have said no. And, he gave that BS, well, the time I might say no might be the time that some shit he said. I was like, man, it sounded like a little Hollywood script. But I don't think you know what I'm talking about? What was the little saying he said?
Definitely, I didn't understand the wearing of the shades. What was that about? Is he going blind? Did he have a stroke? Like I don't understand. And I'm being honest, I don't get it because I'm not a fan of DL Hughley. When I think of the Kings of Comedy, he was the least watched. Okay, like when I think of comedians, I think of Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, Richard Pryor. Hell, Bill Cosby is funnier than DL Hughley, and I only know that because my grandpa is a huge Bill Cosby fan. He has the records where he would tell the jokes and stuff. And I've seen DL Hughley stuff. He's funny in movies. I just haven't seen anything that makes me go, I want to go buy tickets to see him. Like Gary Owen is funnier than him, and that's a white man.
Wiley, we gotta find that saying he said, man. That's the saying you gotta open up your show with. What did he say? That corny ass shit. He said, he said some shit like, the dude said, you already said no twice. Why don't you say no the third time? He was like, because the time I don't say no might be the time I can make a difference. So some old shit.
He trying to be conscious, like pro that.
I heard that bullshit.
But the greatest commitment to Black America is not criticizing Trump, is to be faithful to your Black wife.
Hello.
Be faithful to her.
Hello.
You cheated. You did a David on her when David seen Bathsheba shaving. He ordered her husband to the front line. What did God do to that child that came through? He took the child out. Read the Bible. David got wrong. He committed adultery. David suffered. And DL is suffering by his own bloodline because he brought the devil into his home, his so-called boyfriend, his friend, brought him to his home, and that snake infected that daughter. Fathers, you got to be careful who is your friend if you got daughters, when you got teenage daughters, when you got sons. You got to watch who you bring in your house. Don't you get so damn careless that you bring the devil in and he take the innocence of your daughter. He take the innocence of your son. You got to look into that. DL, you brought the devil in and you got to eat that. And that is your karma as long as you breathe. Because you the one that brought the friend in, taking your daughter's innocence.
He started with the devil too. He started with the devil, told his daughter she was a liar. He wouldn't do that. And it took the devil to say, yeah, I did that shit. You a weak ass man.
Very weak. Woo. I just had to say it because
ain't no way.
He's still trying to brush over that, Don. You having
no for real. And Dom, here's the thing. He talked about how the son was beaten by the boyfriend, the abusive boyfriend, to the point where the son was unalived. His wife said, please don't talk about this. Please don't talk about this. He said, I'll never tell. Went to the radio running to tell. Told it and said, my wife is going to be upset. I was so relieved. And so that the woman couldn't sue DL, the wife pays her every month. What kind of man are you?
Get into that. The wife pays out of the money that's coming in to her husband's side chick that he got pregnant.
Just so she don't sue.
Just because she wants to. That's some crazy crap. And he trying to judge Monique. You need to shut up. And that's why
these guys gotta work and buck dance and shook and jive, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, man, they he's just in a bad situation, bro. And it was one of those things where he really thought he was finna dominate ratings and things like that, and then this shit was just like backfired, real quick. You get what I'm saying? And
we couldn't even see his eyes. Like,
yeah, but that lets you know, man. The eyes tell you a lot, man. Like he who still does that glasses in the daytime shit? You know what I mean? Like inside.
Oh, I used to do it because my eye was caught.
You said the key word.
I used to because I met Brandy, and Brandy said, "Are you sure if you really did?" I said, "Okay," because I don't want people to see my caca. And she looked at me like, "Child, let me just tell him so." I was like, and ever since then, I stopped wearing shades. I wear it outside in the dark. ugly shades. I wear it outside when I go to the grocery store, when I go to Walmart because of my eye, because I was insecure. But I built my secure up, and now I love my eye. I feel like it's a good way to get in because people was like, oh, okay. But yeah. But you having daughters, Don, you have to be careful as a father who you befriend because you don't know if people want you or your daughters like trying to be cool. You know, the enemy is crazy. Like you have to watch your family, your wife, your children. You are the front line of defense. If you get compromised, somebody can just infiltrate, and you can't have that.
Yeah, but as a father, it's up to you to, I want to say, project a certain type of energy when it comes to your daughters and your wife. And so when it comes to that kind of stuff, you know, by the way I talk and some of the things that I say and some of the remarks I make, you know, you know, you know what I mean? Like some people know who they can get away with that shit with. I'm gonna just put it to you like that. Some people know. Some people prey on people who have DL Hughley's mindset. You get what I'm saying? And because I guarantee you, if that was somebody else given the same situation, first and foremost, I'm not gonna have a lot of men around my wife and my kids like that anyway. You know what I mean? First and foremost. So you're not gonna be willy-nilly just passing through my house like that. No, like in order for you to be a man and come to my house, like you're gonna have to have a real relationship with me. You get what I
Facts.
mean?
I
So,
I came to your home once, only because number one, you are a married man. I don't be at people's house. First of all, I'm a homebody. Came once, very professional. It's the way how you operate, and that will be weird. You always want to come over. Hey, Don, what you doing? I'm in the neighborhood. That's weird. That's weird. First of all, you supposed to call before you come. You don't just show up. Number one, I have a family. You just can't do that. It's just like people are weird, and I question it's earning in my spirit. Why did DL take up for this man? What was the dynamic of the friendship? Was they really friends like bros, or was they friends like hoes? They horned together. Because some ain't right in there. Why would you just take his side and not your daughter's side? So I got to look deeper into it because he had no right sharing it. See, when you share stuff, it opens up to the world. Now we doing a whole segment on your father and daughter. We would have been mute about it if you had just been silent.
I say there's no fair way to fight. Like when people think there's a fair fight, there's not. We have right now in Birmingham, Alabama, a woman who went to fight who was unalive. Not only was she unalive, she was pistol whipped, she was Me Too'd, they was burning her, and they recorded it. She was snatched up, she was trafficked from one place to another. That's all I believe in no fight. And I called the police.
Me too.
Shout out to the Karens and the Kevins.
Okay,
911, I would like to report an emergency.
Okay, guys.
Immediately. What's your location? I don't know. I'm crying on the phone and everything. Because what we're not going to do is that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, see, that's, well, y'all see, nah, I'm a totally different. See, well, I'll put it like that. When I was younger, you know, I'm the type of person, I don't mess with you. I don't mess with nobody. I'm real respectful and everything, but like, I don't take no disrespect. So,
right.
Even to this day, like, I'm the guy that'll shoot you a fire. You know, we can man up and go fist to fist. We both live, but knowing how people are and how, especially these young guys are, ain't nobody taking no ass whoopings. So it's either you gonna get into it with somebody and you really gonna have to down them, or you just not gonna do nothing at all and just make it home. You get what I mean? It ain't no in between nowadays. You get what I'm saying? It's sad to say, but it ain't no in between nowadays. You can't, ain't none of that. Oh, I'm gonna just get off on somebody, or I'm gonna hit this dude or slap him, or I'm gonna say this. Nah, people ain't taking no butt whoopings. They will kill you. That's what happened to that lady. She went and tried to fight with the person who wasn't finna fight. I throw bullets. I don't throw fists. And that's what happened.
Absolutely. And that's why I'm a component of the FBI, the CIA, all police agencies. I'm a pro with it. I will, and I'm a civil court, use that social media because people is crazy. And I grew up in the hood. I'm a non-violent person. If you whoop me really bad, it's gonna be content. I'm gonna sue the hotel for lack of security. Didn't have enough security. I am a disabled veteran. I served in our
Yes,
military for about 3 months. I'm a disabled veteran. I am a Democrat, so I will be reaching out to some senators and everything out. It will be a press conference. If CNN don't show up, I'll do my own camera. Come on, Couture Bay, with all YouTubers. The first YouTube press conference.
I'm showing up in person, baby.
Right. So we're going to have a whole press conference because it is sad because I tell people all the time, especially the YouTube creators, stop trying to do this. That's not good. Stop trying to be violent. Stop trying to do that. If you cannot operate, have some type of emotional intelligence, then get offline. If you can't handle Wiley criticize you, stop trying to be famous. Because the higher you go up, more people are going to talk about it. Whenever I become a millionaire in the next 6 months, the first thing they're going to do is bring up more of my past. The more effective you are, the more successful you are, the more people are going to scrutinize your past. But he did that to the library. He did that to this. He did that to Don. Blah, da, 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 da. But you got to know how to move. Do you want, like when Terry Crews got his testicles grabbed or something, he did not fight back. Many people wanted him to hit the white man, that executive. But if he did that, he would have got canceled. So you just got to keep your hands to yourself. I believe I'm a nonviolent person. I'm a Christian, disabled veteran, father to be, millionaire to be. And again, I don't have time to be trying to go to prison or jail because I'm trying to make a statement. I may lose. That's all right. But I'm going to win in the long term because I want to make it home to my beautiful wife. I want to make it home to my beautiful adopted children that will be 13 because I don't like, look here, they crack too much. 13, they're going to be trained scientists and cameraman and light technicians. So they're already going to be trained. And then we will adopt them. But I'm going to add the adopt age. Is they technical? Do they know about AI? Do they know how to hold a camera? Do they know how to build computers? I will be looking at their GPA to see if they're really good in computer science. And then those will be the ones that I will adopt.
Listen, I don't believe in fighting, but I do feel like there's
absolutely
when it comes to DL Hughley, he has too many red flags of not being an active Black father. And the reason we're questioning it, the reason Monique is using you, because you used her. You brought her son to the forefront. Now she's dishing it back. Like, I feel like this. We allow a lot of trash men to say any and everything. And Monique, being that she's used to being in those spaces with those trash men, she's using the same tactics and she's better at it because the overall consensus is on Monique's side. And that's what he can't take. That's why he's really mad. The son was talking for only but so much. You saw what Monique did. Every time the son said something, she said something. And when he came out that final time, she let him have it. And then she went on tour and said, F that. Okay? You a grown man. Go raise your daughter, sir. We're not going to have a good relationship. I already told the world I was a trash mom. When you own your insecurities, your depravities, your trash behavior, you will always win. Always.
Amen. And Monique did everything right. And it's so right. She did what she thought was right. And I talk about my mother dynamic and my relationship with my mother dynamic. I share it. But at the end of the day, I said this now. I said my mother is grown. She make her own decisions. And I'm grown. So I'm going to make my decision while building a legacy that's different than my childhood. And don't duplicate that type of trauma. And that's all you can do. I can literally be having a pity party every day. I don't want to work because my mama A, B, and C. And I will be frozen. I will be an 85-year-old man having mommy issues, just like a lot of these bros out here that have mommy issues, didn't get the counseling, didn't get the therapy, didn't get the wherewithal to get through it. They just complain. They don't want to work because, Couture, baby, I can't work, baby, because my mama did. But if you have people that was raised by crackheads, that was raised by drunks, I was raised by one. And guess what? I'm here doing a show. But I could easily be in the bottom of the in South Dallas. Yeah, man, my mama didn't do that and all that. I'm from Chicago. Hell, all y'all. I could be doing that too. But I made a choice, and I made a choice to do right. And every day it's hard to do right because it's easy to do wrong. But I'm doing it the right way. It's difficult. It's a little challenging, but I'm at peace because I have a place that I own, that's mine, that I rent, with the popcorn ceiling that y'all make jokes of. I don't care about the popcorn ceiling. At least I ain't outside with the skybox because it was raining in Texas, right now. Raining hard. I don't want to be outside in the rain. So I enjoyed that popcorn ceiling. I should have went up there and kissed it. And I went to sleep in a beautiful bed that's on the floor, but it's not an air mattress, and I'm not on crates, and I'm not on concrete. So I thank God for what I have, because some people don't have that.
They don't.
I'm done.
They don't. And on that note, we're going to close the show out. Dom, tell them how they can follow you, where to look you up at.
You can follow me on, man.
I don't do no social media. You can email her.
Yeah, no, I really don't. Like every time I do, for real, every time I do, I get banned. Like my videos get taken down and stuff like that. There. Because I say a lot of things and give a lot of information out that.
Oh, you need to be on Patreon.
Probably so.
They'll pay for it.
But no. You can reach me at my email if you have any questions about real estate or anything like that. My email is donj2188@gmail.com. That's about it.
And you can see him sometime come on the Wiley Show, because we gotta bring him back and bring like wealth, like Wednesdays, like a segment where we talk about wealth. Any questions about that? Because Don used to host on Clubhouse when that was popular, and nobody's checking for Clubhouse now. He used to host those Clubhouse rooms talking about real estate and other things, and it was very informative. My mother's became now she have her real estate she passed her real estate exam. She's working to get her license now to pay the fee to get the license to real estate to be out here in the streets because of Don. She talked about Don a lot about real estate. I'm tired of her talking about real estate. 55 question of real estate video. Oh, Wiley. Oh, Marquise. No, she don't call me what. Marquise, see, you gotta get an apartment complex. You can do it. And after talk, I'm like, yeah, mama. I'm about to go call Don right now. Don, give me 3 apartment complexes. Like, you can get it right now. Apartment complex, a duplex. Do it now because you're young, son. Do it. I'm like, okay, mama. I'm going to get about a 55-unit complex and 3 trailer parks. But I love that because, when I do come into more money, I have somebody that want to do real estate. So thank you, Don, for that.
Yes. And y'all can catch me Couture Bay on YouTube, and that's where all my social media handlings are at. Of course, we had fun. 2 men and a lady. What are y'all thoughts? April 26th through the 28th, we'll be in Las Vegas at the Palace Station. Shout out to the producers and the Bay Squad. We are going to be litty in the city. Y'all already know Wiley said he going to be on that brown.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna be on that brown. 1, 2 little sips, maybe 3.
Listen, it's okay because I'm gonna be on that white, and it's gonna be all right.
Okay, I'll be on that white. I'll be all right because I love to be with the white folks. So yes, I'm being with white. Brown, get down. Black, get back. I'm with the white. I'm with the white. I want to be with the white folks. I don't want to be with you selling bonnets, EBT. I don't want to do a black amount. Take me with the white folks. So, Couture Bay, can you please take me with the white folks where we can drink some white wine?
Oh, we're going to have us a good time. I can't wait to see y'all in Vegas. It's going to be so much fun.
Yes. So I'm really looking forward to it. Save your coins. I'm saving my coins. I'm up here washing floors, laundry, taking out trash, everything, and going there, having a good time. And like I told my supporters, if you cannot make it, you can always donate to Wiley, donate to my fund to go. And I have fun through you. I go live every day, all day. We already got Couture Bay because she said she know how all the camera angles, and because me, I just do it all. It's different type of ways. I'm ready to turn up. I was just drunk in Dallas on last week. It was really bad. I was Grey Goose and Hennessy, Red Bull mixed together, slurred up my words. I didn't know where I was at. Somebody had to guide me like I was a black man. I fell on the floor in my house. My knees are still sore. I still got the alcohol rubbing it on my body, still soaking in Epsom salt. I tripped and fell, slurring over words, spitting up folks, trying to kiss folks. I do not recall trying to kiss folks, but that's what they said. I did have somebody feet in my face, but she gave me permission. The other stuff I do not recall. It was just a sloppy, drunk night for Wiley. And I don't know we're going to have 3 sloppy, drunk nights in Vegas. But what goes on?
Oh, we got to put Wiley on ice. Absolutely not.
Do you think if it goes down in Vegas, it's going to stay in Vegas? What do you think?
Yes, I already told everybody. I wish some footage would come out. We're not like the desperate girls.
Please don't record me when I'm drunk and sloppy and dancing.
We're gonna be smacking it out their head. Get out of here! Because where do you think we gonna be at? Right near you. They want to catch us down bad, so bad.
You okay?
Put the camera down.
Oh man. Thank you all. We'll see y'all again next week for Two Man and a Lady. We want to thank Couture Bay, and I also want to thank Don for him coming on. Brother Don Johnson, thank you. Real estate strategist, Couture Bay, social media personality. You can catch her every day on Couture Bay. Again, her YouTube shorts have been iconic. 14, 15,000. You got a 50% love her, 50% hate her, but guess what? They're watching. I just like, oh my gosh. And I love it. She did an interview with me. Baby, I put my chicken in the air fryer and it was waiting for me to eat, but I had to answer her question. It was in the middle of the night. I'm interviewing her in my room. Baby, you see crutches in the back, popcorn ceiling, my TV on the Walmart table. But I thank you for asking me to come on, and I'm glad that we were able to collaborate because I love working with you and Don. This has been iconic. And also shout out to our other partner in crime, North Carolina B. Yeah, I love him, and we'll talk to y'all soon. Bye, y'all. Because I know they're going to be like,